थज्यागु प्रवचनमध्ये ठौँ छगु देछ्यागु यी चुलागुली झिसा धन्य महसुस याना चोना उकियागु शीर्षक ख पूर्ण शाकाहार जलवायु परिवर्तन रोके याना पृथ्वीले स्वर्ग देखेगु परम गुरु चिन्हायागु व्याख्या भाग न्यागु भाग बिट्विन मास्टर एन्ड डिसाइपल्से अंग्रेजी वो औलासी से गुगु या त भेटनामिज नटाई ले बिया बिजागु
Master, we learned there were different types of glacial ages or the end of civilizations in the past, such as the destruction of Egypt, Maya, or Atlantis. Is there any connection between the past destructions and the crisis coming now? Thank you, Master.
Well, there is no connection. It's just that it's similar happening. When we have developed to a certain extent technologically wise, and we are not balancing it with the spiritual awakening, then we do not know how to handle the progress. And then we will bear, the consequences of our incomplete knowledge of technology. So the best is we have wisdom and technology come alongside it. It would be better like that. Even if we don't have any technological development, if we have spiritual development, that would be even better for us. But normally, if we have good spiritual development, then technology will also advance. And we have all this technology advancement also because we had some merit of spiritual elevation, because many masters have graced our planet and elevate our wisdom a little bit up to some extent. And therefore, we have enough intelligence to develop technology up to now. But we have to balance it more with spiritual understanding, with the high nobility and excellent moral standard. Then we will not have destruction on earth. We will have only blessing, bliss, and even technologically comfortable life. So all we do is turn to nobility now. Turn to compassion and loving style. Like big veg. Do good. Go green. Even if we just big veg, it will be green too. If we don't have this planet, the universe will offer another planet. It depends on the merit of the people who will inhabit that or this planet. Not so much effect in the universe as a whole, except that if the consciousness of people are elevated in a more morally suitable level, and the people are more enlightened, more compassionate, more loving, more kind, then it is good for the planet, atmosphere as a whole. And it's good that we live in peace and harmony instead of living in suffering. The planet here will become another heaven on earth, heavenly, fit for people to live. Otherwise, if the planet is destroyed, there will be other planets will be born or already exist that the souls can go and immigrate there. But the thing is, you know very well, being a Buddhist nun, that the Buddha said to be a human, to have a human body, is so precious, so rare a chance that we should treasure it, because we don't know if we get another human body again soon. Because in the human body, we could practice spiritually quicker and more our species than in other kind of body. The Buddha has said that to have a human body is so rare that it's like, imagine a blind turtle living on the very deep bottom of the big ocean, and he only goes up to the surface of the water once every 1,000 years. He come up to the surface. And then at that moment, there should be a wood plank with a hole in it. And that the turtle just come up to the surface and happen to go through that hole in that wood plank. That is how rare it is to have a human incarnation. So I would like all of you to know that we have to save their lives because of that preciousness, so that they will have a chance to redeem themselves, to remember their greatness, to remember the Buddhahood, the Buddha nature within themselves, to have a chance to awaken their consciousness, to be enlightened. Because the longer they live, the more chance they have to encounter the truth teaching of an enlightened master. Now, if all human beings become vegetarian, then the whole atmosphere of the earth will change. The magnetic field will change. The destiny of all inhabitants will change for the better. And the animals will also stop eating meat. And truly the lambs will lay at the side of the lions, as it is mentioned in the Bible. If all people turn to vegetarianism, the animals are also a reflection of our consciousness. So if we change into a higher consciousness, then the animals will also change. If not, they will disappear. All the likes attract likes. If the animals at that time cannot live up to the human standard of nobility and compassion, then the natural law will eliminate them. But they will change. If we change, the animal will change. When you have a pet, like a dog, they always say, like master, like dog. For example, many pets look like their caretaker also. And so I can tell you that my dog, the girl Happy, when she first came, she chased the lizards, yeah, and eat them and swallow them, even with the tail hanging outside. And I say, what did you do? Spit it out now. And then she did it. And she's still chasing after a while, you know, flies, bees, and she got stink on her nose and swollen face because she chased after any moving things and eat them. Because when she was with the previous caretaker, she was forced to be hunting for food. They don't take good care of her. So she has to hunt something to eat. So she eats anything, insects, bees, flies, geckos, all kind of things. And even when she came to me, she could not change immediately. But now she changed. She doesn't do that anymore. The fly come in front of her, she doesn't even move anymore. Before, she immediately, stay alert and catch the fly. Now she doesn't do that, and she eat vegetarian only. And even something smelly, like sometimes they make it so real, like stinking fish or stinking shrimp, she won't eat it. They do change. And remember in Yogananda's book, The Autobiography of a Yogi? Yes. He recounted the lion that don't eat meat at all. She even refused meat when somebody offered it to her because she stayed with her master who was a yogi and who is a vegetarian. So if more people are vegetarian, the atmosphere will change into a higher level of compassion and love. Then the animal will also be affected and they will change their nature. That day might come soon. Who knows? Be positive.
With the amount of natural disasters and rising sea levels, This also has an impact on food production, as land that once could be used to grow food now cannot. Because food supply is becoming more unstable, can you please tell us if the human population will be forced to become vegetarian as a matter of survival? And if this happens, will humans become more compassionate and stick to the vegetarian diet for some time, even if in the future there may be an abundance of food and less or no natural disasters?
Well, human nature is more difficult to predict than weather. You know that? Anyway, we do hope and pray for the best. Yes, because everybody knows that vegetarian diet is good for health and to save the planet. So we hope that after they have learned the benefit of it, they will stick to it. Okay? I hope that they are not like feeling forced to be vegetarian, rather do it voluntarily. It's for their own good, because they will be awakening their own great, compassionate, loving self-nature. And then their level of consciousness will rise up automatically, and they will understand more than they ever did. And they'll be closer to heaven than what they are right now.
Thank you, Master.
It's not only the water rising that we worry about, is the gas, the hydrogen sulfide and the methane and all kind of gas in the ocean. And also it will melt more ice if the methane coming out from the permafrost, etc., etc., and from the ocean as well, and from all the livestock, animals raising, and they keep adding together, and it will stay in the atmosphere for a long time. And once the planet is destroyed, it will look like Mars. It will be like Mars. It's uninhabitable, and it takes millions of years, sometimes hundreds of millions of years, until any planet recover, if it recover at all. Yes, if there is a purpose to recover at all. Even if there are inhabitants, it would be very difficult to live on such a planet or to wait for it to recover. Now, according to your question, you think that if we have more time, then there will be less disaster. There will be maybe less, yes, or the less intense, but that will still be, because the bad karma, the bad retribution has not completely erased yet, and people continue to make more. So we have to change it. The quicker we change, the better. And then we can halt the climate change, and we can restore the planet very quickly, in no time. But if we don't, then the planet will also be destroyed quickly and in no time. And we don't even have that much time to allow to continue to change. We have to change fast. We cannot just say, okay, today I get another month, and next year I have another month, and next year I have another month, and we continue forever. It's not like that. Maybe the world is not completely destroyed yet quickly, but the disasters still continue. It's just not the end of the world. It's just that it's not the point of no return yet. That's all there is. At the point of no return, that will be rolling downhill then. Yeah? No change can be taken place anymore. Nothing can help anymore at that time. And there may be nobody survive, or maybe very little, a handful of people survive because of their spiritual merit. But then it will be also difficult for them to continue in this kind of condition. And there have to be a different kind of lifestyle. I don't wish to have to teach you this. There's no need to talk about this right now because we still have time. Okay? Let's hope we will change the course of the disaster. I really am hopeful. I'm feeling positive about it. I feel positive that people will change. Not only in Australia that we will avoid disaster, but everywhere in the world. That's what I'm positive about. I feel people will change. A few people will change. The majority of people will change. And I only need 2/3 of the population of the planet that change. Then we can save the world and repair the planet. And the vegetarian people will live happily on the world with full of abundance, loving and kind.
What secrets or mysteries or technologies have yet to be revealed that will help save our planet? Thank you, Master.
Yes, there's one secret, the vegetarian diet. Very simple secret.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah. In the vegetarian diet, it contains many things. Yes, it's very simple solution, but it contains most of the principle goodness in life, I tell you. It contains all the 5 precepts in there. The first precept, thou shalt not kill. You see, if we are vegetarian, we don't even kill indirectly. Nobody would kill for us. Okay, that's the first. The second is, thou shalt not tell lie, not tell the truth. Yes, if you are vegetarian, you are true to yourself and true to the law of the universe. Like, we don't take other life to sustain our life. It is already reluctantly that we have to eat vegetarian diet to survive. But the trees, the plant will grow more. After, if we cut one branch, most of them will grow another 2-3 branches. So at least we do not destroy life as thus. Yes? So that's the second. The third, you shall not steal, eh? By being a vegetarian, we also keep that precept as well, automatically, because we don't steal another life. That is the worst thing to steal. No? And we do not steal the extra food that could be used to feed millions, 800 plus millions of hungry people because of the meat diet. So that is the greatest stealing. Not only we steal the animal's life, we steal the lives of our brothers and sisters around the world who could not afford food because the food has been all fed to the animals. And they have to sell even their food to feed the animals to the richer countries. So therefore, the food price is expensive, and even non-existence for them. The food will be all gone to feed animals elsewhere and not distributed to them in their time of need. So that is another stealing. So for that, even to keep a vegetarian diet, we keep many precepts as well. And another precept is committing adultery. If you eat meat, maybe you also became less of the human quality and more of some of the animal's instinct. And then it's difficult for you to even control your sexual appetite. Yes? And then maybe you could even commit adultery or sexual misconduct due to the animal's influence of meat. It's not just the meat, it's not just the animal's instinct, it is the hormones, the antibiotic, and all kind of harmful substance that went into the meat before they're killed. And after they're killed, even all the preservatives and all the deadly bacteria that is inhabit in that piece of meat and all kind of thing that drives your hormone even more crazy. And it's easier for you to be unloyal to your partner, you see, or to commit even some sexual offense. All these terrible chemical and drugs go into the meat and then go into their body, drive them crazy. And for the average guy, it is already a miracle that he can even sustain himself and keep himself sane in this chaotic world.
Yes.
Yes. So now, meat diet even can cause you trouble in your relationship, in your adultery precept. And the last one is intoxicant. Even meat make you addictive. It's another kind of drug, another kind of addictive. And they also put all kind of things in there, make you addicted as well. So just to be vegetarian, you keep the whole 5 precepts. Because people eat meat, they also cannot digest very well. So they need wine, alcohol to get more appetite and to digest easily. And then wine, alcohol, also intoxicants, and then lead them to another kind of unlawful act, like drunken driving, yeah, or brawling with other people in the bar and on the street, and degrading their dignity, all kind of things, or fighting, quarreling with family members, beating wife and kids. Most of the domestic abuse came from alcohol and drug. You see, so meat can even let people into another kind of intoxicants. Doubling its effect and drive the man or the woman crazy and make them do a lot of things that they will regret for the rest of their life. So if just keep a vegetarian diet, you keep all the precepts. That's why I told you, the only mystery is vegetarian diet. Huh?
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
The only cure is vegetarian diet, the only secret, okay? Then we save the whole world and we will live in heaven hereafter.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome, my love.
We would like to invite Master to share some more of your words of wisdom and advice for us and the world.
You see, the best advice, honey, is from examples, yes? I think we have plenty of wisdom from Mars, yeah, from Martians, from what happened to them and what we discover telepathically, yes, as well as scientifically, yes, they have discovered that Mars is all barren and uninhabitable. But they also discovered that long ago there was water there. Water means life supporting. So what have happened to all these bodies of waters? You see? That is a very, very important question for us. So from Mars we can learn to prevent, such disaster, that it might not ever happen to our planet. So my advice is just look to Mars and don't forget. Don't forget that we have a very beautiful home here for us and for our children. And for grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, it's a beautiful place, physically speaking. And it has all conditions to sustain life. And it offers so much fun, so much beauty, so much love. And even though it's a temporary home, but it's a very good home for practicing spiritually, for rekindle our wisdom within, and for practicing to be, a higher, nobler being. So it's a nice place to sojourn for as long as our time permits, at least to develop spiritually. Or if not, just enjoy it. Just enjoy the scenery, enjoy what we have here. We have exquisite flowers, yes. We have exotic birds. We have incredible animals. We have amazing trees, mountains, and great bodies of water, which sustain so much life and energies and nourishing all beings. It's such a beautiful place. You would just walk out everywhere and look at the trees. Imagine one day they're all gone. And smell the flowers quick before maybe they be gone soon. Touch the grass because maybe they'll be also gone soon. Imagine if all this beautiful scenery, vegetation, humans, animals, imagine if they're all gone. How would you feel? So we have to protect this beautiful place we call Earth, because this is the home of not just us, but many other species, and the environment, beautiful flora and fauna. It's really an incredible place. It took trillions of years to manifest such a planet, and it takes many, many meritorious, virtuous deeds of human beings, animals, other beings alike, in order to garnish into this energy, in order to manifest such kind of planet like this. It's not a gift that you can buy and offer it to someone. It's not a toy that we can use it and discard tomorrow. It's not an item that if we have trillions of dollars, we can buy it. However much money we have, we cannot buy this planet. It's so exquisite, it's so special, so unique, so beautiful. Not every planet are as beautiful as our planet, even though we have more beautiful planets. But not all of them are as beautiful as our planet. So beautiful, like some planets are not as beautiful. The peopled planets, not all are as beautiful as this. I wish I can make everybody understand what I'm talking about. I wish I can wake them all up and we just turn around and that's it. We can save the planet. All we do is just be vegetarian. Nothing else is really important anymore. Just being vegetarian, you can save the planet overnight, just like that. And I wish everybody really listen. Okay, guys, thanks for your time. And thanks for all you are doing. I want everybody to know that we still can save the planet. We still can. We still have some time. But we have to turn around quick, you know? If we just turn around, then it's become constructive again, positive again. Very simple. If we don't head north, then we go in south, you know? Turn around and we go north if that's where we want to go. I'm sorry I have no more bigger words or, you know, impressive words or incredible sentences to conclude our meeting, or that I could impress people of the planet or convince them in any way. But I just hope they feel what I say is the truth and sincere. And I truly wish them to continue to have the planet and to save the planet for the future generations. Thank you, all of you.
शांति प्रिय दर्शक बिंद बिट्विन मास्टर एंड डिसाइपले पूर्ण शाकाहार जलवायु परिवर्तन रोके याना पृथ्वी त स्वर्ग देकेगु परम गुरु जिंहाइयागु व्याख्या पाखे लिखिया तगु भाग न्यागु या न्यागुगु भाग शीर्षक दुगु हौ यागु कार्यक्रम में छिकपिंगु साथ या लागि धन्यवाद।